That's good.
Well, you know, in that Baruch that you're mentioning there, he brings up the last times. He says some things are going to happen in the last times. And speaking from a strictly Jewish point of view, what do you think the last times relates to?
Well, I really can't speak from a Jewish point of view because I'm not Jewish, and I don't want to, step on their toes. But I can tell you this, from my studies, the last times doesn't mean the end of the world. It means the end of the age, an end of an era. A lot of times you'll see in there the end of days. They're not talking about the end of the world. It's talking about, for example, the end of a Jubilee period.
Okay.
So it's a designated amount of time, because there's scriptural evidence in the New Testament, for goodness sakes, where it talks about that they were expecting the Messiah back at a given point in time. Probability is he came back. We don't have documentation of it. I can't say that for sure, but there's a possibility. And so you understand my point about the end of that.
Exactly.
It's not an apocalyptic kind of thing.
Not necessarily. I mean, it certainly can be.
Well, do you think then that when preachers today talk about the last times that they got it wrong, or
no? I don't think they got it wrong. I think that they're just pretty narrow-minded in their thinking, and I don't mean that as an insult. I just mean that they've got it narrowed to a specific time in our age, which I think it very well could happen in our time. Right. But there's one of the things that I found out looking in the timeline and studying this timeline. When I built it strictly on Scripture.
Right.
The whole thing is based on Scripture only. Now, I've got other documentation in there, Roman dating, Greek dating, astronomical dating. But guys, those prophecies repeat themselves. This 430 years of Ezekiel, 390 for Israel and 40 for Judah. You see that over and over, where this 390 matches up with many different things. For example, the year 3,331 from Adam. Now, Jewish people go from Adam when they date. If you go from that year to the birth of Jesus, guess what? It's 430 years. That's the year that on the marble tablets, which we haven't mentioned yet, which is another copy of it, Mech HaMelech, which tells the story of the burying of these items. They said that this all happened in the year 3,331 from Adam. That's the first year of Nebuchadnezzar. That apparently is the year that this copper scroll was written.